Buying a home used to be called the American dream, but in 2025, is it still a smart move or just a financial trap? With home prices at record highs, interest rates bouncing around, and rent climbing every month, millions of Americans are asking the same question. Should I buy or keep renting? In this video, we'll break down the current housing market in 2025, what experts are saying, and the real pros and cons of buying a home this year. Stick around, because I'll also share 3 tips that could save you thousands if you do decide to buy. Section 1, the state of real estate in 2025. So, what's happening in the real estate market right now? Home prices, after years of rapid growth, prices have slowed down in some areas, but most major cities are still extremely expensive. Interest rates, mortgage rates have been swinging between 6 to 7%, which is much higher than the ultra-low rates we saw in the 2020 to 2021 era. Inventory, there's still a housing shortage. Builders can't keep up, and many homeowners are holding onto their low-rate mortgages, so they're not selling. All of this means that while we're not seeing a total housing crash, affordability is still a huge problem in 2025. Section 2, the case for buying in 2025. Now let's talk about why buying could still make sense this year. Building equity. Instead of paying rent that disappears every month, a mortgage builds long-term wealth. Protection against rent inflation. Rents are climbing almost everywhere in 2025. Owning can lock in your housing cost. Tax benefits, mortgage interest and property tax deductions still give homeowners some relief. Long-term investment. Historically, even with market ups and downs, real estate has appreciated over time. So if you're planning to stay in one place for at least 5 to 7 years, buying might still be smarter than renting. Section 3, the case against buying in 2025. But it's not all sunshine and equity. Here's why buying might not be the best move right now. High mortgage payments. A 6 to 7% interest rate means much higher monthly costs than just a few years ago. Upfront costs, down payments, closing fees, moving expenses, it all adds up fast. Risk of market correction. Some experts warn that in overpriced markets, we could still see prices dip. Flexibility. Renting gives you mobility. If the economy changes, or you want to move for work, renting can be less stressful. Section 4, tips if you're thinking of buying. Alright, so what should you do if you're seriously considering buying a home in 2025? Here are 3 quick tips. Check your finances first, don't stretch yourself thin. Make sure your mortgage is no more than 30% of your income. Shop around for rates. Even 0.5% difference in mortgage rates can save you thousands over the life of your loan. Think long-term, only buy if you plan to stay put for several years. If you're unsure, renting might actually save you money. Conclusion and call to action. So, is it worth buying a home in 2025? The answer really depends on your situation. If you've got a stable income, a solid down payment, and you're ready to settle in, owning can still be a powerful financial move. But if you're not sure, renting could give you more freedom and less financial stress. What do you think? Would you buy in 2025 or keep renting? Drop your thoughts in the comments below.
Most people think you need a huge income to save money. Let me prove them wrong. 6 months ago, my bank account was almost empty. I was earning just $3,000 a month, and saving money felt impossible. But today I've got $10,000 in savings. And no, I didn't win the lottery, get a big raise, or start a side hustle. I simply changed how I handled my money. In this video, I'm going to break down exactly how I saved $10,000 in 6 months, step by step, so you can do it too. The very first thing I did was track every single dollar I spent. I downloaded a free budgeting app, connected my bank account, and for the first time I could actually see where my money was going. It turned out I was spending over $600 a month just on eating out, coffee runs, and random Amazon purchases. Once I saw that, cutting back became way easier. Remember, you can't save what you don't track. Next, I started using the 50-30-20 rule for budgeting. Normally, 50% of your income goes to needs like rent, utilities, and groceries. 30% goes to wants, like eating out or Netflix. And 20% goes into savings. But here's the trick. I flipped it. Instead of saving just 20%, I aimed for 40% and forced myself to live on 60%. That meant around $1,200 each month went straight into savings. By itself, that added up to $7,200 in 6 months. I also looked at all my recurring expenses, subscriptions, memberships, and bills. I realized I was paying for 5 different streaming services.